Hey, what's up guys? I know I've been teasing it for a long time, but today is the day. I picked up the Suburban. Check it out. It's here, it's running, and I got an awesome video today that we're gonna highlight some of the cool things about this thing. I made a road trip down to go pick it up, and I had a bunch of adventures on the way back. I stopped by a junkyard hidden up in the hills of the high desert. I stopped by another guy's place who's got one of these that he put an LBZ in and linked the front. I got stranded when it wouldn't start and I had to troubleshoot it, and I brought my kids along for the adventure too. So I'm bringing you guys along today. I hope you guys dig this video. Click that subscribe button, click that like button, and let's go get it. If this is your first time checking out the channel, I want to say thank you. I am an avid aficionado of the Squarebody Chevys and GMCs. I bought an 87 back when I was in high school in 1994, and I've detailed the build-up and transformation of that project on this channel over the last 3 years or so. And now I've got another one that I'm going to be doing a little bit different of a build. It's not going to be as aggro and trail focused as the Blazer was. Other news, I have a website up now. Merricksgarage.com is live and kicking. It's been up for a while, but it's never really been that useful. And I spent a ton of time recently. I'm super proud of how it came out. I think you guys will dig it. There's a store on there. I know people have been asking about merchandise like stickers and hats and stuff like that. It's up on the store. Go check it out. But that's enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys want to see this thing and see the adventure I went on. We headed up to the high desert where I picked up the Suburban and road tripped home. Well, here we are down in sunny San Diego. We are about to head up to the Inland Empire to pick up the Suburban. I bought the little dudes with me for their mechanical skills and dexterity with tiny fingers. Got all the tools loaded up. Gonna rally up there in the wife wagon. She's gonna drop me off. I'm gonna take the boys. We're gonna load up the burb. We're gonna road trip home. Pretty fired up. This is going to be a awesome day. Let's go get it. It's a lot dusty in here from that media blasting. That stuff is everywhere. But check this out. Service engine soon. I think I got sold a lemon. Oh, this is so much fun. I haven't driven a Suburban in years, and this one is as tight as a drum. Awesome. He loves it. Deep in the heart of SoCal, IE, Square Body Collector. This is a guy who has a passion and he has a space to collect. And check this out, dude, they're everywhere. I am so happy to see this right now. Just to see like these square bodies getting saved. Someone who understands how cool these things are and is doing what he can to preserve them. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna let you guys see all the gems in here. See, yeah, Cali, we got a lot of this stuff in junkyards, but the hard thing is to find them that are still in decent shape. The problem is they're all thrashed. Like, you'll find one good quarter, but it'll be banged up and stuff. And so to find like complete factory clips There's more. There's more over here. It's insane. And then there's a whole bunch of doors and stuff. Ah. And more clips. And a Ford. But it's a pretty nice Ford. I mean, look at this. It goes on and on. Yeah. Like a kid in a candy store right now. A rusty, dirty, grubby, awesome candy store. What I'm going to show you guys here is, this is the second one I've ever seen in person. This is called
a Blazer Chalet.
This is Wally. This is his Blazer Chalet. This was a factory option, believe it or not. So it's a Blazer that has a camper on it, and it's remarkably spacious. So I'm gonna give you a quick, here, give me the lowdown on what year is this?
It's a 76 Chalet, number 165 of 1780 made. All original paint.
Dude, this thing's clean.
Yeah, it's sat probably since 1984.
Where'd you find this one?
It was down in Ramona, in San Diego area, sitting for many years. Buffed the paint out, original paint.
Pop top.
Fires up, pop top, runs, drives.
Now, what do they do to the frame? Do they do anything to beef it up?
Nope. It's all K5 Blazer.
I guess these aren't that heavy. They're all just fiberglass, right?
Yep.
Here, look inside this, you guys. I mean, there's a fair amount of room for. This is a Blazer. Remember, this is a Blazer. So bitchin'.
Came from the factory, normal Blazer, and then went to Chinook camper in Washington State.
Yeah.
And got the slide-in camper.
And can you remove
Factory
the camper?
Option. Yeah, but
it's a bitch.
They're heavy and they.
Yeah, and they don't. You take them off and they fall apart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at how many people does it sleep?
It has cots that slide out. Actually, you can slide out 2 cots, and then the bottom turns into a bed, so 4 people easy. Then they say the top part you can have a young kid.
Yeah.
Up in the top.
And this came with. It came with 3/4 ton gear.
No, this is just 6
6 slugs, huh?
Yep.
And the 350, the venerable 350 that went in everything. Wow. Benefits of YouTube is I get to meet really, really cool people who have done some really cool stuff. Instagram too. This guy I actually met through Instagram. I saw his build and I was like, holy cow, someone has gone and done what I've had bouncing around up here. And so I'm running back with the Suburban from the high deserts, and I hit this guy up and I'm like, can I cruise by and check out what you've done? I'm speechless. I'm just gonna show it to you guys. It's immaculate. It's such a beautiful job, very well thought out. There's some significant man hours in this, significant. So when you guys look at something like this, be like, dude, I want to build something like that. It's totally possible. Full-time job, living in a neighborhood, still manages to do this, but don't expect it to happen overnight. I bet this guy's probably got 4 or 5 years into this. It's a commitment, it's a lifestyle. But I'm gonna stop talking. BZ. But these are great motors. Really good motors. Honestly, I saw this and I'm like, dude, this guy's done it. I mean, there's mine. There's his. And this is my buddy I just met. His name's Aaron.
How's it going?
Aaron has built an amazing Suburban, and he is a very talented and well thought out build. No, he's a very talented builder, but it's very well thought out. I'm speechless. It's that good. But you've had this for how long?
My mom bought this brand new in '88. She ordered it in '87 when she was 9 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant with me.
She's like, he's gonna be a big guy. I should probably get a Suburban. Getting acquainted with the new vehicle today. There's always a little bit of get to know you period where you're trying to figure out their quirks and just little idiosyncrasies. I have a feeling my gas gauge is not right. It's not starting right now. I'm kind of stranded, but I think it's because I'm out of gas. It says I got a half a tank, but it's not smelling like I'm getting any fuel. So apart from that, this thing's been trouble-free. It's fantastic and it's so clean. So I got some little stuff to do, like replacing the door lock cylinders. I'm gonna replace the ignition cylinder, fix the steering. I'm probably gonna go straight to crossover. I just don't like the way GM did this steering. There's just too many areas for things to come loose and just introduce play and slop into the steering wheel. But that's what I think is gonna be fun for you guys, is seeing just the little stuff I do to kind of polish the edges on this Diamond. It's, gosh, this is such a clean example. It's so clean. It's like stepping into a time machine. It really is. It's that beautiful inside. One of the reasons that I've always been in love with square bodies is they were just built in a time when trucks were meant to be used like a tool. Not that the new ones aren't, but there's just so many bells and whistles and electronic gizmos on them now. This thing is just solid. It's like stepping back into a time machine where I think Steve Watson put it the best. Without all the aids of computer analysis and SolidWorks and CAD and being able to real-time 3D represented test the material strength, test the fatigue strength, and then unfortunately you can build to that lower level. You can say, hey, this is what the material has to withstand. Now, in the past, you didn't have all these quantitative analysis programs to figure that out. You basically just had to build it and overbuild it in the hopes that it would survive. Now, through all these finite analysis programs and all this other computer stuff, we can figure out what the bare minimum is and design it around that, or design it to fit a set of conditions that it will be exposed to. This thing was basically built by a bunch of dudes who said, let's make this thing as strong as we can so it will last. And this is a testament. This thing's 30 plus years old and it is in immaculate condition. Apart from the fact that it won't start right now. But that brings me to my next point. You gotta look at a project vehicle as an adventure. You know, it's gonna have quirks, it's gonna have its issues, it's gonna have challenges. You've got to get to know the truck. You've got to get to know its idiosyncrasies. You've got to learn to work with them and fix the stuff that isn't working. And right now, it won't start. So let's go through a couple of quick things that you can check when you have a non-starting motor. So essentially, a motor is going to need three things to run. You're going to need air, you're going to need fuel, and you're going to need spark. And just got to check, make sure you're getting all those. So fuel is obviously going to be the first concern. Because I knew I had electrical when I was cranking, I knew that the battery was providing energy to the starter and the starter was cranking at a decent rate. That removed the first part of the electrical out of the equation. I've added gas. It wanted to fire, it wouldn't fire. It did actually fire, but it wouldn't maintain, it wouldn't idle. So gas is still a consideration, but not whether I'm out of gas, but more along the lines of, do I have a fuel delivery problem? Do I have a clogged filter? Do I have a pump that's not working? Do I have a fuse that's blown for the pump? So I'm going to start troubleshooting that. And then let's look at electrical. The battery may be good, maybe giving me power. Am I getting battery to the coil? Am I getting 12 volts to the coil? If I'm getting 12 volts to the coil, do I have spark to the plug? You just gotta start working your way down the list and you'll find something. So yeah, and this is, I'm tuning the piano. I'm getting this thing back into tune and it's gonna sing some beautiful songs for me here soon. As soon as I can get it started, that is. I think I've got something going on with that horrible mess of wiring in there, just from the looks of it. I don't know who did this on here. I know it wasn't the guy I bought it from, just because it's just not his style. I have some plans, but I'm just stoked at the canvas I have to work with. It's immaculate. Great shape, great condition. Pretty much everything works. I already got some stuff that I've done that I'll be sharing in another video. I got the AC working. I swapped out a bunch of the dash stuff for new parts and upgraded to LEDs. What else have I done already? Just little stuff like that. The big stuff's gonna come later. I'm gonna be leaning on you guys for suggestions, information, technique, tips and tricks, helping me find the parts. Because I have big plans. But that's for another video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, new video every Friday.